Welcome back to our final episode in conversation with Ricky Ponting about the modernisation and transformation of cricket through the years. In our final installment, Ricky talks about the importance of the cricket community to adapt to the boom of the T20 game and how we cannot afford to sit still.
The crossover, I think, of players now in domestic tournaments has had a huge impact on the cultural changeover and crossover and players understanding each other better and countries' cultures a whole lot better. I know it's certainly made it easy for me. The more that I travelled to different places around the world, every time I went back, I had a better understanding for the cultures of that country, and it made it easier to play cricket. And that was, I think, one of the things that we really struggled with when I first started travelling to the subcontinent was we didn't give ourselves enough time to understand the culture and what the game meant to people in that region and what we meant to people in that region. So, you know, we were always a bit standoffish and not wanting to give back. But I think once you get there and we started to give back and understand, it made, you know, the playing side of it a whole lot easier as well.
That's his 100, his sixth World Cup 100. And what an achievement.
Yeah, adapt is a great word, I think, in the modern game, because you look at it in a number of ways. You look at it from a player's point of view, and players have got to adapt from a T20 game to a test match within a couple of days, or vice versa, from a test match back to a T20 game in a couple of days. So yeah, that's probably the biggest challenge you have as a player now, is just how much cricket there is and how constant it is, but also you're changing through the three formats, you know, really, really quickly. So players have to be able to adapt there really well.
There's a fielder there. Oh, has he taken it? He has!
Fans also have to be able to adapt with the changeover of players through some of these teams. I think we've seen it a lot with India the last 12 months with the really changing face of the players in their T20 team in particular, or the players in their one-day team. And I think the game has had to adapt to the boom of T20 cricket, and administrators have had to adapt to not expecting all three formats of the game to perform at their peak all the time, because it's actually not possible for that to happen. As long as we've got similar sort of numbers, people attending and people watching through the three formats, I think players, fans and administrators have probably just had to adapt the most to the boom of the T20 game.